I decided to host a tournament where the contestants must bring decks for their opponents. And I mean this when I say this, I wanted them to build the worst possible decks.
There's no Discover cards. There's not a single Discover card in my deck.
And whatever contestant ends up winning will win 20 gifted subs for their Twitch channel. The 4 people I decided to invite was Zetti, who did really well in our last tournament, No Hands Gamer, a proficient deck builder, Clark Hellscream, also a proficient deck builder, and of course, one of my favorite people in all of Hearthstone, Let's Head It Eddie. If you enjoyed this content and you want to see more tournaments, make sure you like and subscribe. Let me spectate Clark and then we'll get right into this. Oh, dude, I'm so excited to see what this looks like. Oh my God. I'm really worried this might be the worst thing of all time, but maybe it'll be amazing.
It might just be they both die of fatigue and nobody played the card the entire game.
That is also true. That's why, okay, so I will say this. No Hands came up with the brilliant idea of having at least some requirements, because he sent me a deck that I thought was maybe the worst thing I've ever seen. And immediately I was like, there has to be some restrictions on what you can do. So having the ability to have 10 minions in your deck means there is some sort of win condition, theoretically. Right. So that's where we're gonna come up.
Spirit of the Mountain is sick. I've played that card.
Yeah, but what if there's not 6 minions with unique types? Wait, we're putting
okay.
I feel like any sort of randomness discover is not good for this format.
Randomness discover is so strong. They get to pick something good.
Yeah, exactly. So we don't want that. Eddie's also playing with Unleash the Colossus. I'm assuming that Clark put literally no 2 damage procs into the deck, so it's just a waste of a card.
And then it looks like he's got all card draw up there at the Demon Hunter. He's got Spectral Sight, Paraglide. And he draws 2 Zerg cards, which probably draws nothing.
Yeah. He picks up Marin from the Discover too, which is absolutely insane. And he doesn't pick it. He's going straight for tempo, which is insane.
Pirate aggro. Okay.
Well,
he knows what the opponent's deck has, so maybe he knows that he's not going to be able to kill the Hosen Roughhouser.
No, maybe you're actually entirely right. He's just picking because he knows he's going to get infinite. Oh my God, Eddie gave
Insidious in his deck. Insidious is so good.
I mean, we have to give Eddie an asterisk here because I feel like he didn't have as much time because he thought it was wild, which is, you know, unfortunate. But we'll see when I die. Maybe the other decks are way worse. It's not over yet. Maybe Clark put some actual cards that can win a game, and it looks like it's just all draw.
Yeah. So Clark has built for Eddie a deck containing all of the draw cards in the game and no cards that actually do anything. He has a least, and it's like, what?
What?
Did Eddie not read the rules again? Why did he give him? He's an active Elise. He's just playing a good deck.
Yeah, wait, what is going on?
This is just like good elemental shaman thing. I'm confused.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go check with Eddie real fast and get the inside scoop of what's happening. Okay, hold on, Eddie. What's going on with this deck? You're giving Clark like a meta deck here. Is this the plan?
What? Okay, Rarran, what is your level of bad?
Bro, you have Elise and it's active.
Yeah, I gotta give him something to do.
We'll think of a solution. Good luck in your games, Eddie. It's gonna be a tough one.
It's fine.
Okay. All right. I mean, inevitably, I think Eddie might be just taking the L here.
He's getting steamrolled for sure. I mean, he has 1-2s and 1-4s. Fatigue him. That's all he is, and he's going against like 5-5s and Elise locations.
What we're gonna do is for Eddie only, because I feel like there's just a lot of different rules he did not read. In between his this game and the next one, we'll let him allow to switch decks for the 3rd and 4th place match, just so he has some competitive
at least going in.
Which is competitive is funny to say for this format, but I mean this is a slam dunk.
This is a slaughter. Yeah, there's not even. Look at these monkeys.
I've
never seen this card look so good in my entire life.
I was expecting this to be like at least turn 10. And okay. It's well, I mean that's game 1 for Clark. Let me increase the score here. I mean, if this is what all the decks look like, I mean it might just be a quick wrap. I'm gonna assume that No Hands and Zetti both read the rules. Otherwise, this is just gonna be an easy slam dunk for Clark. But we'll have to wait and see what ends up happening. I mean, we're going for Draenei Warrior.
Okay.
That is known as not a very good archetype in the current standard.
Recently.
It did get buffed. You were actually right.
I don't know if it's a good deck, but it got buffed. It has minions, which is going to be very powerful.
That is, yeah, that's the biggest thing. This Doomsayer might be actually coming. He trades into another Hearthstone.
Oh no. It is a popular choice from Clark's deck building strategy has been Nidus Swarms with no Zerg cards. So 3-mana do-nothings in both of the decks so far has been pretty good.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, the Eggbearer draws Doomsayers, so at least the Eggbearer is active. That's kind of nice.
That is true. If there is another one, there might only be one. We don't know what the rest of the deck looks like. And he's gonna attack with this? Interesting.
He's just tempoing things in there.
I guess he just put the Doomsayer or the Sergeant in just to get the extra battle card for the next turn. Hey, there was a second Doomsayer in here. I'm assuming all of these cards that interact with demons are not going to actually do anything.
Yeah, there's no demons for sure.
Eddie's like reading the cards.
In Eddie's hand, he has 0 cards that do anything except Doomsayer and Cursed Catacombs.
Yeah, and the worst part is for Eddie too is that because this is Warlock. Oh, it actually ended up drawing a card. Oh, I guess there's no location though, right? Like, I mean, I'm sure.
And now there's no location.
Yeah. So I was gonna say for Eddie, one of the nicest things would be like we can take this to fatigue, but at this point, the Warrior hero power is infinitely better than the Warlock one. So I mean, it's just tough all around for Eddie here.
Being Warlock is a bummer in fatigue matchups.
Let me go see how Clark's feeling real fast. I'm curious to see what his Clark. I think Eddie didn't read the rules. What do you think?
I had an active Elise. I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, we all saw it. We were expecting every single game to go at least to turn 10. It doesn't seem like that's going to be the case whatsoever, but we're going to fix that problem in between the next game. Let's walk through your strategy here real fast. So is your entire deck just making them draw as much as humanly possible for all 3, or is there a surprise?
Oh yeah, because you got to play meta, and if all you're doing is drawing cards and never committing onto the board, you're just going to draw into fatigue. This is never going to go to turn 10 in my opinion.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
That might be really. You're expecting not a single game to go to turn 10.
Nope. Because my decks won't allow it. It's either like you have nothing to commit onto the board. Because like you have nothing to commit onto the board. If you give me minions, they will stick because you can't clear my minions, and you're actively drawing into fatigue the entire time.
No, it seems like a really good strategy. I'm gonna be curious to see if this is what the actual meta ends up being, or if people have a way to actually deal with this.
Yeah,
it'll be
some way to counter it. Wonder if No Hands foresaw this during his meditation and found the counterplay.
We'll have to wait and see. All right, Clark, good luck on your game 3. All right, do you want to do the eulogy at Eddie's funeral, or do you want me to do it?
You can do the eulogy. He is definitely in trouble. Ah, man. That's unfortunate to start the tournament with.
You hate to see it. You hate to see it.
It couldn't have happened to a nicer guy.
Yeah, well, I mean, don't worry. Eddie will bounce back. He's a gifted deck builder. He just unfortunately did not read the rules. The 3rd and 4th place match should be extremely hype. Oh my god, yeah, Clark's entire strategy is just making them draw.
Yeah, no, it's a great strategy. That's, I think, like tier 1 meta, like that's what my first thought would go to when exploring the format. But if that's what everyone's first thought is, then there has to be maybe some people that think people will do that and come up with a solution.
It's weird because what's the counter to it? It's not like you could put something in your deck because you have to use your opponent's deck. So
right.
I don't know what the counter would be, which is why this is going to be extremely interesting to see what the other 2 people end up playing, because maybe it will just be
fatigue
draw. Yeah,
the entire thing.
Like you said, like there's a chance that ends up going to late game and having like a lot of interesting interactions and when you actually want to draw and when you don't. But
and with math and stuff involved with fatigue ticks and how to push one with your crappy draw minion. The hero powers are a big factor, maybe. Yeah, I do think the hero power is actually extremely relevant. If both people are playing for fatigue, like probably giving your opponent warrior is a bad idea. Yeah, warrior loves fatigue. Just infinite armor passing, or a paladin or something like that. Something that has a hero power that makes a minion could be really impactful. So just giving away one of those classes might be detrimental.
Yeah, paladin could be crazy. I don't know how. I've never even thought about the class. I guess you think about the classes for their cards, but not for the hero power necessarily. So I don't know if any of them really thought about it. Clark's definitely gonna drop the Alashari here for the content.
For the content and emo, true gamer.
Let's see, Eddie with 2 acolytes of pain. What do we get? Do we get anything good here? I mean, it doesn't matter if they're good. They just have to be good enough. Eddie's going to end up drawing once again. The chemical spill is so ruthless. Oh my god.
It gives him even more draw.
Some guy in chat wrote, Eddie brought my constructed deck.
Dude.
Well, we're going to allow Eddie to change his decks going into the 3rd and 4th place match. That's what it's gonna end up being here. Okay, let me bring these guys in here. Hold on.
Yeah, so that we can watch the actual game.
So Eddie.
Rarran? Yes.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Eddie, going into the 3rd and 4th place match, we are gonna allow you to swap your decks entirely to the worst piece of thing you can think of, okay? And unfortunately for you, that means that you have no chance to win it, but you could fight for your glory in the 3rd and 4th place match, okay? Okay. Now, Eddie, we're gonna have to think of a consequence for you not reading the rules before this, but we'll worry about that later on.
Okay, listen. Wait. No. Hold on.
Okay.
When you say you make a bad deck, I was talking to my chat about this.
Okay.
There's a difference between making a bad movie and a bad movie. Like, you know exactly what I mean, because it's like you're asking for Madame Web, and I interpreted a bad deck as Morbius.
Dude, Morbius is just as bad, bro. Both contestants are ready for the rule set as well. So, and I know No Hands is a very good deck builder. Zetti is known as, he's definitely a good player.
He's a good deck builder. I had him on my stream and we were hanging out, and he was doing a deck doctor from one of my viewer decks, and he crushed it. He was able to actually make a cool deck that ended up working. So
yeah, he's great.
A certified doctor for sure. He is a great deck
certified doctor.
I haven't seen Zetti too much, but he's a really top-tier arena player, right? And arena is all about deck building.
He is very good at arena. That is completely fair.
Actually, food fight could be pretty useful because I have a lot of big minions. I'm gonna keep any early game. It gave me card draw too. All right.
We'll see what ends up happening here as well. We see that Zetti gave No Hands the mage quest. And Zetti looks like he's going for something similar to what Clark was up to. Just a bunch of, actually no, but that's not draw. We're gonna get something entirely different here. I wonder why we're adding the quest, but there's probably no discover.
There's no discover cards. There's not a single discover card in my deck. Look at this, we're curving out even.
It's you put real cards in this. This is already over. I can tell. I know how bad my deck is.
Yeah. So far, it looks very similar to the draw deck from Clark earlier, right?
Yeah, it's also funny too because the what is this card called? Hold on a second. The Critter Caretaker basically doesn't make No Hands take any damage, so he could just kind of take his time here and actually get really big minions, which is insane because his deck building is actually countering Zetti's deck building.
Yeah, a little bit.
Wait, if I save coin, I can play Ultra Gigasaur at some point.
Wait, this Ultra Gigasaur could probably never come down. There's no way to get to 11 mana. That's kind of funny. Or wait, if he saves the coin, can you coin to 11 and play Ultra
You can.
Gigasaur?
They did change that. Yeah, you can now get 11 mana.
Oh my
yeah.
God.
He just has to make sure. He could also play the Zagully Flamemancer. He just has to make sure his hand is all different mana costs. And by trading this in, he's actually going to be able to do this. We might get the Ultra Gigasaur down here. And based on the deck that No Hands gave Zetti, I don't think there's any way for him to answer it.
Oh, wait, he can use Lorewalker Cho to maybe fill his opponent's hand with useless cards.
Ooh, that could be the case.
Make him start milling stuff?
Yeah, that could be the case. We do draw another 6, which means we can't play the Flamemancer anymore with the Battle Cry.
You're just passing back garbage back and
I
forth.
will say, though, the food fight for No Hands is really good based on the deck that Zetti gave him. So this might be a huge concern. And I mean, Zetti is putting absolutely no pressure on the board.
Yeah, still net 0 from the pressure because of the Critter Caretaker healing both players, but
yeah, this is so. I mean, you gotta hand it to No Hands. It looks like he really thought it through. I don't know if this is gonna be strong enough to beat the mill deck from Clark, but
his hand is full, and Zetti is now net positive in pressure. He is pushing 1.
We are.
He has got board advantage.
Then we get slow motion in return. Honestly, this Lorewalker Cho is doing work because by No Hands playing that again, it kind of delays his whole turn. He's not going to be able to play a single card except for the Star Valpura. But I mean, that's just enough pressure.
Oh. Am I going to do 1 damage per turn? He's got minions. Like, I actually gave him big minions, so in the late game, he's going to win. So it's actually kind of a problem for me. My strat, I think No Hands might have had a better strat here. He went all in on spells.
Zetti is favored at the moment, but I don't know how things are going to go as more mana becomes available.
Yeah,
and so far he's able to use the Lorewalker Cho really well and maintain board presence, but not pressure.
Yeah, and he also decides to draw there, which is really interesting because based on the deck you're given, I don't know if you want to draw. And the Flamemancer is actually available for the Battle Cry, not playing the
crazy.
The slow motion here. Wow, No Hands is not playing the Flame Dancer is crazy to me.
I would have played that for sure. It's active. I've never seen that card active.
Yeah, I'm kind of shocked
He's not
here.
playing.
Maybe he just, why would you not?
He's very patient.
Yeah, it's one of those cases where like, you know what's in your opponent's deck. So
Right.
you could probably play around whatever's in there. So he must be thinking of something, I'm going to imagine. Zetti just
Nohan's
has...
a very good control player. So he's good at balancing out win cons and trading cards down and being like, okay, this is my macro game plan. He's one of the best players in all of Hearthstone at coming up with macro game plans like that and winning control mirrors. If I was going to verse No Hands Gamer, there is no way in hell I'm playing a control deck. Just never. I don't want to verse him in a control mirror.
I just, in this matchup in particular, like, I feel like he's figured out the entire strategy. And I mean, if I'm No Hands, I'm very, very happy. We just saw 7 turns of Zetti doing literally nothing and not push a single point of damage. What is that?
Biggest minion we've seen so far, basically.
He gets the Dungar from his deck.
But Zetti's got to be a little bit concerned about the fatigue clock kicking in. He's already 6 cards deeper than No Hands is.
Listen, I think this matchup's not even going to come down to fatigue. I don't even think it matters.
Yeah, the Seaside Giant is
He's just
playable.
dropping
He's
an
able to get
8/8.
huge minions out, yeah.
Yeah, I think this 8/8 just seals the deal, no?
Yeah, it's pretty tough for him to deal with.
I mean, look at Zetti's hand.
If none of these cards do anything.
Yeah, oh my God.
He's got all these mech synergy cards, but no mechs.
Oh my God, he just summons another critter caretaker as well. We can't use the part scrapper, unfortunately, but I mean, we have so many options. We could just play the Ultra Giga Sword. He decides to go for the slow motion. He thinks the 8 and the 5/5 is just enough. And it probably will be.
It's reasonable.
We're just gonna drop a 6/4 as well, right? I mean, based on the deck that we've seen, it's over. Now the question will end up being, is this Zetti's strategy for all 3 decks? Or just putting in big minions and hope you can win? Because maybe he thought that there would be enough time, or like, because you have to get some minions in there.
Yeah, you have to be 10 minions in as per the rules. But
Why'd you say it like that?
10 minions that are big and playable is not what you want to see. Even the Colossus is playable. How did the Colossus become playable?
I think it's because the Firemancer guy.
Oh, the Firemancer guy discounted the Colossus to make him playable. Oh,
yeah,
Zetti did not foresee that happening. He put synergy in his own deck.
Yeah,
cards.
It's crazy. I mean, I'm assuming that Zetti just thought that the Flame Dancer was never going to be active, but I mean,
Never going to be active. Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I mean, No Hands just refusing to drop another minion, even though he just could if he wanted to. And that is lethal next turn, it looks like, and he passes, and that is well played for No Hands, taking the first victory.
Yeah, off the back of the Flame Dancer discounts, allowing him to play these unplayable cards.
That was
a little
insane.
bit of a deck building error to include those two, that synergy pop off, but
yeah,
gonna take it.
Okay. Well, we'll have to end up seeing what Zetti's strategy is. I'm gonna go talk to him real fast and see what he what his whole macro strategy was for this best of 5. Give me one sec. Zetti.
The Warlock deck. Oh, whoops. Yep.
Eddie, what's first and foremost, well played. I mean, we could see your deck building strategy. Did you expect No Hands to put the critter in so that you just wouldn't put any damage on the board?
I just thought we'd be putting expensive stuff in and wouldn't be able to play it till late, but now I'm like, none of my things will do anything ever. I have no way to win with that warrior deck.
Oh, so you just picked the biggest minions and just said the games would be over before you got to play it.
I didn't think of just putting in a ton of a draw and nothing. I went the other way. I put like unplayable spells and giant expensive minions.
Oh, but, no.
This is going to be rough.
No Hands. You have a very excellent strategy going into this. Zetti, it almost looked like you countered Zetti, which is phenomenal. Are all 3 your decks like that, where you're just giving them just the worst cards possible, but not necessarily just drawing? It's just unusable cards.
Yeah, it's like the obviously best strategy. I don't know why everyone didn't do it. You just have no cards and then you win. Even that 1-mana 2/2 just heals me. So,
no, the 1-mana 2/2 soloed Zetti there. That was disgusting.
The whole early game shut down by that 1-mana 2/2 was sick.
Yeah, I mean, there's some ways I could lose in theory, but I don't think it's gonna happen. So.
All right, No Hands seems very confident. He sounds like he has a really good strategy. Based on what we heard from Zetti, this one might be cooked, but we'll have to wait and see.
The finals will be interesting between Clark and No Hands. I think that's going to be a real Clash of the Titans. They seem to really have mastered the format.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we got to see what Eddie ends up doing as well. I mean, that he's the wild card now. Or the 3 and 4. Yeah, he could. All right, we got what? We got Warlock and Druid. Once again, we see a bunch of big minions for No Hands Gamer. And what are the cards we're looking at over there? Seems like they just added the quest in for every deck just so you draw one useless card every single time.
Yeah.
Which is a good strategy.
And then no way to activate the quest.
Yeah.
Seems to be a popular tactic of all players in the tournament. Seems pretty smart, pretty good.
Do you ever just throw back the quest if you're No Hands? Like, you have an idea of what the deck's going to be. Like, mass production. And we have a minion that can't attack, and I'm assuming with the possessed animator as well, where there's just no beasts in the deck. We'll have to see what ends up happening. The corner sleeper as well, just a useless minion.
But it's not super useless after 7 minions die.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, but if it doesn't happen like early enough, it's just over.
If you assume your opponent is doing the thing where it's just all draw minions, maybe. But since there has to be 10 minions in each player's deck, technically, this is still a 3/5 for 1 mana, which is crazy.
I mean, you're making a good point, but I feel like against Zetti's deck in particular, there's just not going to be enough minions that are played for that to ever actually matter. It's way worse for Zetti than maybe it is for Clark going into thinking about the future.
Yeah.
Look at this hand.
He still has the Ultra Gigasaur again. He still has playable minions, so I think No Hands is going to be able to take this pretty handily.
Yeah, we're going to have to see if Zetti can find anything in this deck, and we're discovering...
There's no way there's going to be anything playable.
And yeah, there's just
the
no...
best he's got is a 3/3 or a 3/7 that are both coming out after turn 10. I guess he has this 2/2 for 5. That's pretty huge, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, at least... we have one thing's for sure, Zetti's got time. I don't know what he's going to do with that time. But
he's got to come up with a game plan.
He's got to do... I mean, now we're dropping a 5 and a 2/2, so we are doing something. Here we go.
It's got to be this Whispering Stone. If I'm Zetti, I'm thinking my deck is useless. Maybe 2 random fell spells could do something, you know?
Yeah, I 100% agree with you, yeah.
Super well. A lot of them are draw, unfortunately, but some of them are big minions. If you could get some fell spell that summons some minion, maybe you could do something.
Yeah, he also had to play this like as early as possible, because the longer this is, the less likely it's going to actually make an impact in this game, because by the time No Hands plays these big minions, like it's pretty much just over.
Yeah, and he's approaching that turn. He's get his huge curve, the Scavenging Fly Trap into Joymaster Geppetto.
Yeah, wait, the Sky Trap, or sorry, the Fly Trap could actually pop off here, and here we go. The Whispering Stone is actually going to get played. And the Cho.
The Cho to lock the board down.
Oh my God.
The Whispering Stone is taunts. The 2/2s are getting in. Zetti has some gas in this one.
He might actually do some damage for sure. I just don't think it's going to be enough. Well, I mean, hold on. The stone does not die the upcoming turns. So Zetti will be able to push more damage, and we're going to diverge into another stone, which I don't know if divergence is really good to give to No Hands, but what else are you going to do, right?
More random fell spells. This team's great.
Why are we eating the imp and not...
Cho?
I guess he wants...
Why, Cho? He fills the opponent's hand so they mill a card, so that's good.
I mean, I think for Zetti's perspective, you want the divergence back. Because I would try to make as many Whispering Stones as possible, right?
Yeah.
So,
I can see that being good.
Yeah, by getting rid of the Cho.
Playable cards.
Yeah, exactly. All right, we're going to drop the Geppetto. I think this does literally nothing. It's just the 6/6.
I mean, 6/6 is huge in this format.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. Absolutely true.
Fantastic Geppetto.
And we end up drawing the quest for Zetti, which is unfortunate.
Not super helpful.
Yeah, he's just going to drop the Whispering Stone and just hope that this is enough. I mean, if you trade, you lose. So you're going double face here and just hoping.
Oh, yeah. I mean, all of his offense is these 2/2s, and they're getting a lot of stuff done.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. We have the quest, okay.
The quest that can never be active. The Corridor Sleeper's charging up.
I mean, the randomness element is huge here. Just a 5 and a 5/6 do nothing. Are we just going to play the Exeter here or the 8/8 Giants? You know, I mean, there's no way you don't play a minion here, right?
Yeah, the 8/8 looks very nice. You got 9 mana. It's big.
And we're slamming the 8/8 on the board.
And this is the moment that's going to decide the game. Do these fell spells do it? Oh, he's not going to pop it. He's going to play around the fell spells. He's going to try and load up 30 damage on the board and then do it all at once.
Wait, that's 5
disabling the Corridor Creeper and disabling the fell spells. But a Immortal Coil.
Immortal Coil at the top.
Rocket himself.
What do we end up getting? This is actually really relevant here. Caustic Fumes isn't horrible.
Okay.
And
He
Felfire.
needs to use these to slow down the pressure. He needs to take care of this fly trap because the fly trap's going to continue to grow if he clears the other minions.
Yeah, no, 100% agree. I think he wants to hold it, but I don't think you can. And he's going to tap.
Oh, he's tapping.
Okay, no, he's going to hold. Okay, he's going to use it. I mean, this just puts Zetti in a horrible situation overall. How are these quarter sleepers looking?
No, I think Zetti's okay. He's pushing for a turn. He's got the taunts. No Hands Gamer can't break the taunts unless he wants to. Oh, well, he's just doing a lot of damage to himself now, so maybe he can break the taunts, honestly.
Yeah, why is he mass?
Wait, why is he doing so much damage to himself?
Yeah, I don't.
Why? He is.
And
I felt like it's. No, don't kill that.
The problem is the lower he gets, the worse. Oh, wait, demonic deal could be massive. Hold on.
Wait.
That's a random demon that costs 5 or more at the top of the deck. And we're able to clear the board. So he will live here. And we got the 3/5 on board. Hold on.
Wait, he missed 4 though, didn't he not attack?
I think he attacked way earlier.
Okay.
All right, here we go. We're gonna swing here. He's gonna play an Ultra Gigasaur here. Zetti has 7 life to work with this. This could be.
Zetti could kill him.
Is he gonna? Oh, he's gonna burn the demon though. That was useless. It did not matter. Oh my god.
He's 4 damage off lethal.
Is he?
Wait, does Spirit Bomb go face?
No, it does not. No, it has to go to a minion.
So close. If this could only go face.
Wait, I'm not dead, right? Okay, the Warlock deck is my weak point, alright? The Whispering Stones in hindsight weren't a good choice.
I mean, that was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be.
Really close.
That was really close.
There were some interesting decisions that could have happened there in the mid game with the stones. When to break the stones, when to not break the stones.
Man, I mean, No Hands is very confident here, but I think depending on what the fell spells were, we actually could have seen a completely different outcome there.
Right.
That could backfire.
The missed productions seemed like they opened the game up too fast. I think he was supposed to take it a little bit slower instead of mass producing so much and then have more time for his random spells to do something.
Yeah,
but
maybe
it was interesting.
He could have been looking for the Hearthstone though, right? We saw 2 of those in his decks.
Right.
He could have got that back, but I feel like I think that you're entirely right. I think you need to save your life as much as you can in case you don't draw those Hearthstones. All right, what do we got? Priest versus Priest.
Oh, that's the classic. Everyone's favorite.
Oh.
This was an unplayable matchup in real Hearthstone for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so Mothership for sure is not going to be playable. I mean, we're seeing the exact same strategy from both players here. In this case, he does have the quarter sleeper exactly on turn 1, but it might be, again, too slow. We'll have to wait and see.
He's going to try for it.
Olmia.
Yugioh, Eggbear. But a lot of players built the same deck 3 times and just put it in different classes.
Yeah, it seems like that's the case for what Zetti ended up doing. I mean, it could just be a case that he just thought that strategy was going to be the best one, right? And may not be the case, of course, because the Holy Egg Bearer doesn't do anything, and it ends up drawing a Doomsayer. Wait, this could be massive for killing off some minions, though. This might be our first one going to fatigue, because if there's no rush minions for No Hands, it just Doomsayers and then you prevent it. But I mean, Zetti's going to end up losing that most likely, right? Because he's going to have to draw further into his deck.
Yeah, Zetti is going to be losing the fatigue battle for sure because he's got card draw cards and it doesn't seem like No Hands has any.
Yeah, and Zetti actually has Gravity Lapse here.
Himself.
He's doing nothing. Gravity Lapse here is +2 damage.
Oh,
which is
Gravity Lapse here is crazy.
Could be massive. Yeah, could be
that.
massive. And I don't know if he wants to play the Cho with it. He ends up drawing Hallucination for.
Turning Cho into a 4/4 would be sick. Also,
it could go crazy. Wait, there is a potential. If we do the Doomsayer, dude, it's a 7/7.
Yeah, but then it dies.
No, I'm kidding. All right, we end up picking the Doomsayer board. Oh my god.
No, he had Power Word Shield plus the Gravity Lapse. No.
Yeah, I think using the shield is not correct there. Yeah, I 100% agree with you.
He's throwing away so much power.
Maybe he thinks that the Doomsayer is going to die anyways. The cast Resuscitate, go face. Yeah, I agree with you. I think using the Power Word Shield there was kind of not correct. And the Quarter Sleeper here is 3 minions off. I mean, this Quarter Sleeper has the potential chance to really pop off, but...
He needs to get down Is he doomsaying again? He's doomsaying again just to get the sleeper out. But I think he's tunneling on the sleeper. I like your play, man. Your gravity lapse idea was beautiful, I think.
Yeah, I also...
That could have worked.
Wait, why are we casting the rest in peace with our doomsayer, though? I guess he's only going for... Okay, so he's just saying that I need to get this quarter sleeper in play immediately. I don't know what... What? What?
Wow.
What am I... What was that?
Why did we play our whole hand and then blow it up?
What is that?
I don't know if that was the play.
I think that might just be GG. I don't know. Like, we had a line and now the line is gone.
We still have the Corridor Creeper. If he can protect it, we have a chance. Now it's dead.
It's gone, and he's gonna summon a Doomsayer here every time. It's just, yeah, I mean, I think the order lulled there. Well, he's not dead here for sure because No Hands can't actually play anything without it dying. Oh, never mind. We're gonna play the gravity lapse. Oh, I just really, you know,
we read it wrong.
We read it wrong. No, that's on.
Okay, that makes way more sense.
I mean,
that makes way more sense now. We can't read. Okay, perfect.
It's my first time playing this game. What game is this called again?
Fire everything.
This is Yu-Gi-Oh, right?
He's just dead.
I mean, Zetti's just killing himself, so I mean.
Yeah, he's just speed running the tournament at this point.
And I mean, it's just locked up. I mean, we have to give props to No Hands for sure. Definitely thought through the decks. I can see where Zetti was coming from, but against what No Hands was doing, there's just absolutely no way that you're going to be able to win a game.
Giving your opponent playable minions is way too powerful for the format.
Way too powerful for the format, 100%. And that is going to be another 3-0. This one definitely closer than the previous one, and we don't have to go into why. Let's bring the contestants here for a post-game interview.
I didn't put an active Elise in my deck.
Your
deck made sense for the most part. It's just 9-mana 8/8 is so strong in this format.
It's ridiculous. What are you supposed to do?
I
really nerf that, honestly.
I definitely needs a nerf for sure. 9-mana 8/8 is just too much value for the cost.
My next rage bait video is what was Blizzard thinking with this? You know, it's ridiculous.
It's genius.
It's so. No, it seemed like Zetti, your strategy was completely counter for what No Hands wanted to do. Unfortunately, you built all three of your decks the exact same way, so it just seemed like every game went exactly the same way. I will say, Zetti, the second game was really close. Like, you were so close to winning that game.
The second game was really interesting because there was so much stuff going on with the random fell spells, and No Hands Gamer didn't even want to attack. He was trying to like load up the board, I feel like, to be able to one-shot him and not give him the fell spells. That got kind of wacky.
The fellow guy was a bad mistake in hindsight, but you know.
Yeah, that deck's playable. That deck is semi-playable. I feel like that one
creates random has a shot. I'm like, I can't put any regeneration in my deck, but turns out just unplayable stats, at least if they're playable later, if they're still playable in this format.
So Lieutenant Eddie is playing Zetti's deck. So Zetti is playing Lieutenant Eddie's deck. It is the Nemesis format. You're trying to build the worst deck possible for your opponent.
Ooh. Ooh. This has got to be easy.
Oh no. All right, I have a feeling I don't want to keep the quest. Dude, he's gonna do it. No. Okay, this has stats.
All right, so what do we got? Zetti gave him the... Okay, we know what Zetti's next are, so we got to see what Eddie actually brought to defend against himself. Like you said, the Holy Egg Res. Fangel's an interesting card to give Zetti because it is a minion that just has 3 damage on board.
Yeah, and 6 health. It's going to be difficult to kill.
I mean, I don't know if Eddie's that worried, though.
Here we go.
This is so... Wait, Acceleration Aura is a crazy card to get. And a Mad Bomber off the top.
He's playing it.
You know what? That's 3 damage.
I love Mad Bomber.
Yeah, I do love that card, actually. All right, we're going to play Holy Egg Bearer. And we end up...
I mean, this is a huge amount of pressure.
Yeah, I mean, he is... Right now, he is currently dying. Oh, the Weapons Attendant was brutal right there. Because we would have actually had the Flame Dancer proc into the Fly Trap.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But unfortunately for Eddie, that's not going to work out. And we're going to drop another 1-attack minion on board. I mean, Eddie is low-key dying here.
This is what I thought would happen. I'd have little crappers and it'd be enough to get to the finish line.
That's 8 pressure on board. It is not a small amount of pressure.
And the coin, I mean, the coin is not as relevant for Zetti currently. He's still got a couple of turns. It's not over yet. Do we coin into a 6-drop here? I think we don't, right?
We're gonna die. We take 8 2 turns in a row.
Yeah, maybe you have to
9
just for the stats, right? I mean, you're playing the 6-4 and trading.
We're at 1.
Ooh, okay.
So then if we're at 1, then we're dying to hero power every time. So if we don't coin here, we're dead to hero power, all face into hero power. All face into hero power.
Okay, we'll see what ends up happening here. I mean, yeah, unless there's a taunt minion, I think he is just dead because he can't answer the board, right?
Taunt armor or heal.
And that is it.
Yeah. Well, he gets to remove the Mad Bomber, so there's some pressure gone. Okay. So he's got 5 coming at him, so he's got a little more time.
Yeah, but we're never, I mean, okay, that's fair, but we're never swapping tempo, and he's doing 5 this turn, right? So he has to be able to kill a minion next turn no matter what. Wait, does he play the Caretaker is the question from Zetti. There's no way he does, right? He knows? All right.
Yeah, he knows. He can count the damage and just clear him.
We'll see what ends up happening here. Another magical dollhouse. Is there any minion that could save? I'm trying to think of what we saw. That's not it at all. I mean, we definitely had an angle there to go coin in the 6-drop to save some damage. And I think if he actually did it, he probably would have won. There's a really good chance he would have.
I don't know about win. Win sounds ambitious, but he would have been able to fight that back on the board a little bit and maybe have another turn.
Okay, let's see what ended up happening. So Zetti is queuing up a rogue, I think that is.
Yeah, big rogue.
And
lots of draw.
Lots of draw, it seems like. See what happens. We have the
Mad Bomber, let's go, right?
Yeah, I actually think that's the play, no? Wait, what's the 2-drop there? Yeah, we have Thala.
2 mana 3 attack minion. That's crazy.
Here we go.
Be able to beat him up really fast.
He could do 3 damage. Here we go. I mean, not perfect, but I mean, against the deck that I mean, Oaken Summons probably doesn't summon anything, right?
It definitely doesn't summon anything. If that summons something, then that's a mistake in the deck building process. But yeah, he's gonna have to hero power it 2 times. It's the only way to deal with it. Long term, the Druid hero power is stronger than the Rogue hero power. Rogue hero power only doing 1, and Druid hero power doing 2. 1 heal, 1 damage.
Yeah, I mean, also there just could not be enough damage potentially from the Rogue, right? We're seeing like 1 point of damage currently.
I think I give the advantage to Druid here.
You know, I kind of agree with you too, because the Oaken Summons is going to be at least 6 health. And based on what we're seeing, wait, did Eddie Cook hold on? We're going to be in, I mean, the Rogue is for sure going to be into fatigue, right? We're going to play Oaken Summons.
Everything Must Go is
useless.
Actually kind of good with all this draw.
Well, there's
put all the card draw in, and then Everything Must Go. So Zetti can find a way to activate Everything Must Go.
Rogue, I don't know if Rogue has any way to really proc the Acolyte though. What is that 1 mana card? What is that? Each turn this is in your hand, transform into a random minion in your opponent's hand. Wait a minute.
What?
Wait a minute. That could go crazy. And we're playing 5 mana, do nothing. Okay. I mean, in the current hand, that is going to do nothing for Zetti. But as soon as we draw a minion that's playable, this could be absolutely devastating. Let's head it, Eddie. Oh my god. And we're gonna draw a Protoss minion. Just kidding, there is none. We'll see. I mean, so far this looks like it could go anyone's way. I mean, we're on the you have to play that first. Okay, so the good news is that Eddie will be able to play the Seaside Giant first. I don't know. Oh my god, the Quasar. I don't know if Quasar is gonna be good or bad. 3 mana do nothing again, and we're just pushing 3.
I think the Quasar is good.
Just for fatigue, I'm assuming, right? That's what you're gonna say?
No, for tempo.
For tempo? What are you trying to draw though? Is the question. I mean, we're just doing
Everything Must Go. You want to play Everything Must Go. It costs 1 less for each card you've drawn this turn. If we make it cost 3 less.
Could be relevant. Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Could be relevant, like off the top of our Acolytes running into something. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Everything Must Go. Double Acolyte.
He's crazy. Oh. In the Shadow Step, he's got 2 in hand.
What, to give him Shadow Step? I guess I was like, there's no good minions in here. Oh, the perfect curve, by the way.
He can draw his
Wait,
whole
it's
deck and
Cinema!
Everything Must Go. It's just a combo deck.
It's a combo deck. Holy.
He accidentally made a sick combo deck.
Oh no, and it's playable too. Are we gonna shadow step once again for pressure?
Oh,
And we
you have
are
to shadow step
again. We're hoping to get the second everything must go here. There's no way, dude.
Oh! Barokin! I could have done that first.
No!
Wait, he actually hit Acolyte 3. Ah, he didn't draw the second everything must go, but for 1 mana to summon 2 4 cost.
That's a lot of tempo.
And that is ginormous. And we have another, what are these guys called again? The shapeshifters.
Yeah. To get your giants down 1 turn earlier than your opponent.
Oh my god. Are we just playing a 1 mana 1/1? We ship it. We ship it. Now it's tempo. Now it's tempo.
1 mana 1/1 in this format is really good stats.
I 100% agree with you. And we're going to be able to kill the Acolyte here. And drop a Vulpira. I don't know if that's going to matter though. Now he gets the push 11? I'll be dead over 2 turns, right?
Probably. He's already got 12 on board.
That's so, what up, dude? That was the greatest play of the tournament thus far. Holy man, that was crazy.
The man bobber shadow step everything must go combo is beautiful.
And here we go. We're gonna go for preparation to what the raiding party just get out of the hand. I'm assuming. Yeah, just get it out of the hand. Just in case we overdraw. I mean, the good things for Zetti too is he knows what minions are in his hand. He saw both. It's not like he's scared. The 6 armor is not going to do anything either here. I think it's just GG. Yeah, it's exact. Oh, actually no, he gets the push for 4, so he is going to be alive. Welcome home.
He's alive.
Why would you do that? Okay, he's gonna give him another 3 cost minion. All right, it's gonna be.
He wants the opponent to use the locations because doesn't he have a card that gets cheaper the more locations get used?
I think it's. Oh, I guess that's. I think it's friendly. No, yeah, it's friendly. Each time you use a location in this game.
Oh, never mind.
I mean, and now you gave.
Locations.
Oh my god, this is so. Wait, this is so bad for Eddie in multiple angles because the fact that he was able to get a giant from that shapeshifter and he put locations in, and that is going to be GG here. There's just no way we fight against the Seaside Giant. I mean, we have to give credit where credit's due. That Acolyte of Pain play was a phenomenal, and that was the game winner.
That was a juicer. That was crazy.
I mean, this one definitely was closer until that moment. And he gave him a good deck. All right, we're going into Priest versus Shaman. We'll see what ends up happening here. Okay, we have a really interesting card, which is the Snoozing Zookeeper.
I'm looking at that. I've never seen that before.
It was good in arena at some point, but basically for people who don't know, you do summon an 8/8 beast for your opponent and attacks their minions. But I'm assuming Eddie says to himself he's not going to have any minions. But the thing is, against Zetti's deck in particular, you do want, or you're going to play some big minions. And I think that's it's going to be rather unfortunate. We know that we probably are not going to draw any cards off the dragon.
Yeah, it's 2 mana do nothing. Love that.
And the Wisp is on board. I mean, the heal hero power could be very relevant for Eddie here because we're not going to do a whole lot of damage. What is that 5 mana card?
Oh my god! Our side quest is complete on turn 1. That stats. That has charge. Let's go.
Oh no! And he got his
Wait, he completed the quest.
He's completed the quest, and he got a 2 mana 6/5 with charge.
I forgot Wisp. Oh my god.
Oh my god! It's an absolute travesty, and we're spending our whole turn +1ing for life. Oh no! And the worst part is that Eddie can't even heal.
He's dead.
He's dead. No, that's it. That's just GG.
This line of play that Zetti has just done could destroy many a constructed decks.
Yeah.
6/5 zombies with charge is crazy.
Wait, that was crazy. And we're gonna play the 5 mana 4/6 because why not? We're just winning the game.
Okay, and it's gonna destroy a Wisp, but that's fine. We got plenty of fuel. Oh, I guess it destroys it.
I was gonna say, is there any card that saves him? And I mean, that might have been the worst game we've seen this far.
Definitely the fastest. Holy smokes.
We're gonna give him a 2/1. I mean, that's not gonna be really relevant here. I mean, we have 1 turn to survive.
Well, dude, Eddie's decks he made were way too good.
The too good. Too good.
Way too good.
And that's going to be game, unfortunately, for Eddie. And Eddie's going to go down with no wins in the tournament. Can we get an 07 in the chat?
See ya.
See ya. All right, let's bring the boys back in here. All right, GG's, guys.
Whoa.
GG's.
Two side quest. What happened?
I didn't even think of the interaction.
It's like, what? This is I'm like, this is a competitive deck. This is really good.
That's so. That beast you got was so disgusting too. Holy.
I forgot you got a discount, so I didn't coin it out. I just thought you got the beast. I've never played that card before.
Oh my god. I mean, GG's. We were saying the Acolyte of Pain into the Mad Bomber play was arguably the best play we've seen thus far. That was incredible.
I put that in the deck. I was like, oh, I'll put this in the deck to be cheeky as a very slight win con. No way it's gonna come out. And then it came out. I was like, oh my god. No way.
Who do we got winning this one? I think Clark Loki has a better shot because his deck's just fatigue faster, but we'll see.
I think Clark may have built the worst decks, which is the goal. So I think Clark may have done a better job on the deck building, but I don't want to count No Hands Gamer out because I think No Hands Gamer is better at solving weird garbage fatigue puzzles. He's very good at remembering tiny details and figuring out how to get small advantages in weird matchups.
That is fair. That is fair. He's a good player.
Yeah, he's a previous grandmaster that was known for control expertise. So the format, I think, lends to his style of play as a player.
Yeah, we'll see what ends up happening. We got Priest versus Warrior. So we know that all of Clark's decks are based around making your opponent draw as much as possible. I don't know if I would describe No Hands as the exact same way.
I think No Hands went the same direction I did. This feels like a deck that's just gonna draw a whole bunch.
I feel like Clark's decks have more useless cards.
Yeah. I think Clark did a better job on the deck building. So it seemed like when people were playing Clark's decks, they literally could do nothing, which is the goal of the format. So I think he's done that beautifully. Yeah,
the hero power might be extremely relevant going into this. If No Hands realizes that he just shouldn't play a single card, like he might be in a better spot.
Bro, I just can't play any of these cards all game. I just have to hold them in my hand.
Maybe there is a line of just never playing anything and just hero powering every single turn.
Okay, he's emptying this part scraper for hand space before he stacks up too much armor. Not sure if that matters or not, but maybe hand space could definitely become a thing.
Yeah, I just don't know what you would want to draw is the thing from Clark's deck. Like, what are you opening your hand for?
Yeah, you're right on that.
Yeah.
It's obvious that we draw cards.
So we're gonna play the Warp Gate. I'm guessing to do the exact same thing of just removing a card from the deck.
And we can already see the armor of hero power becoming a big deal. Even though Clark has the board with the egg bear, technically No Hands Gamer is at an advantage of 1 because he's gaining 2 and only taking 1. But the second egg bearer comes out to fix that.
Yeah,
now
and then
he has to address the board.
Yeah, the Doomsayer in hand is gonna fix this up, no problem though.
If he goes break even, he's at an advantage because he's winning in fatigue currently. So he still doesn't have to address the board yet. But he is not gaining anything, which feels a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's a little sketchy, but again, I feel like No Hands realizes he just doesn't want to play anything. If we look at the decks right now, Clark's 3 decks further into it. Which obviously, when it comes to fatigue, that is so relevant. And like, again, we know the great thing about this format is that both players know what they put into their respective decks. So No Hands knows what he needs to play around with. And because he has Warrior, he probably already figured out that he doesn't need to do anything.
Yeah, he can just hero power pass for the rest of the game and then win in fatigue is his game plan, it looks like.
Yeah, and then...
So Clark needs to disrupt that game plan. He needs to get more pressure on the field somehow so that No Hands is forced to do something.
Yeah, and I just... Based on the hand, I guess as soon as he gets to Dungar, it could be relevant, but...
when your most aggressive play is a 10-mana 3/3.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, it might draw some cards out. It's just what does it draw is the question, because then you're getting even further in fatigue. And
he has to though.
Yeah, he does have to.
He played the Egg Bearers, so he conceded winning in fatigue at that point, and is committed to a pressure-related line.
Yeah, no, it's completely. I mean, if you're the Priest versus Warrior, you kind of have to go for
Because the hero power just
the hero.
Yeah.
This is why the hero power matters so much. And giving your opponent warrior is just maybe a downfall. And like No Hands realized he doesn't care about burning any cards. Does he have both Doomsayers or just one? He only has one. He would like to probably get another one. Yeah, that could be an issue, but
yeah,
seems like it's fine.
Good spot on that, because that's a card that actually does something.
Yeah, I think that's the only card that does anything. Like that's
the only Clark needs to figure out how to activate these corridor creepers.
Yeah, and here we go. We're gonna go coin Dungar here.
Picture the adventure of a lifetime.
Oh God! No! No! Shit!
And he gets a Doomsayer from himself.
He's clearing himself.
Oh,
my God.
that might just be the game. That might be it.
Game right there.
Oh, am I losing now? I might be losing. Okay, that's good.
Holy.
That is a crazy, and No Hands probably knew that was coming up. Okay, so we have 3 minions for the quarter sleeper though. So we still have 2 minions in hand. He needs 1 more to get this out, and then maybe we put enough pressure at that point. But I mean, again, 4 cards deeper in fatigue. That's gonna be brutal. And now Clark's looking at what he could possibly do. I guess you play the Cho and hope, but I mean, what does that do?
Well, the Cho needs to come down at some point because it's a minion to die. You're worried about your opponent filling your hand, I guess, so that you mill your cards, because you do need 1 more minion.
Yeah.
So somehow he needs to get enough minions to proc his corridor sleepers, and then also have an answer to a Doomsayer when those get procced, just so that he can make sure they can stick, and that's got to be his win con, right? So he needs to get a minion, and that's about it. I don't know.
Someone in my chat said Clark could have played the gravity lapse to protect himself from the Doomsayer. The Doomsayer would have died right there, and he would have had minions on board.
That interaction earlier. He could have self-gravity lapsed. That might have been a play.
That might have been
winning moment.
Yeah, that damage could be really relevant. Because again, like Clark, like you said, Clark doesn't want to draw anymore. But if he doesn't draw anymore, he's just never putting any pressure. And No Hands takes like a 0.1 second turn. He just hits the hero power button and goes right back.
Oh yeah, he's thought of it every turn coming up for a while. He's got the plan locked and loaded.
He knows what he needs to do here.
This is a nice thing. Giving your opponent no more time to think is kind of nice when you have your whole game plan set up and you can pass really quickly like that.
Yeah, I'd agree. And we're gonna play the Doomsayer here. So I'm assuming he's gonna go Doomsayer Cho.
Yeah.
Wow, he just plays the Doomsayer on its own.
I wonder what his game plan is for this Cho.
Yeah.
One of the more powerful cards in the format that people have been playing is Cho. And it's created some.
Oh, and he just drew the other card. I mean, he could still go Wisp into Gravity Lapse and get these quarter sleepers out. You kind of have to play it preemptively. Why are we not playing the Cho?
He doesn't want to give him Nightshade T. It's too powerful. Nightshade T could kill a corridor sleeper.
No, that's fair. That's fair. But I mean, Gravity. Oh no, I guess Gravity Lapse wouldn't kill the Wisp. Yeah, okay, no, that was a good play for sure. And now we have the 2 quarter sleepers out. This is the most pressure he's gonna have. Let's see if it ends up working out for him.
On this powerful board.
Slam actually getting burned is kind of relevant there too. And we're gonna start drawing cards from No Hands. He's actually forcing the card draw, but he's gonna play a Doomsayer. Nice. We know that Clark can actually answer it because of the Nightshade T, but he's gonna play both.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
He's got 2 Nightshade Ts. Does he have enough? He's got 5 drinks, so he's got 10 plus 6, so he can clear the 14 health.
Yeah, do not. Well, the Rest in Peace would give Clark the Dungar.
Okay.
So that could be good.
I mean, as soon as he clears this board, he's winning. He's got 2 3/5s. His opponent doesn't have any way to.
Yeah, he's got time. Yeah,
this could be a Clark W. Wait, why is Clark not killing the Doomsayers?
He's probably looking for. Yeah, what is now? Does he have the mana for it? He does have the mana, so he's still fine. He's just gotta see it. Okay. He can do it. There's the math here, right? We're not trolling. Mana, yeah. He does have the mana. We can do it.
Yeah. He's just drawing first. I think the best play was just clear the Doomsayers and summon your 3/3. Now he can still do it.
He has to do it now, though.
He has. If he spends any mana on anything else, he's just gonna let it. What is he doing? What is he saving?
That's game. No, that's game. No, he could have cleared. Like, yeah, this is.
What?
Oh no.
What?
And that might be it.
Why is he not drinking tea?
Yeah, because it's not like you're scared to die. I guess he just didn't see it, right?
He missed the line.
Yeah, I feel like
I think he had this game if he clears, because what does No Hands do?
Wait, the Resuscitate on the quarter sleeper. Is that enough?
The Reborn Doomsayer.
We're gonna have to go Rest in Peace to get Dung. No, but then now the question is, what is the Rest in Peace summon from the for No Hands? Is it the Doomsayer?
Oh, that is a good question.
Well, wait a minute. Hold on. This could be massive for Clark.
He's putting minions into the corridor sleeper now.
It's not just that, but he can make him draw with night. Oh no, I guess the Doomsayer kills it. That's my bad. That's my bad.
Yeah.
And I was so excited for Clark there to get fatigue in there. Was he gonna heal the Doomsayer? I guess it doesn't matter.
Okay, hero power value using the acupuncture is nice, but the fatigue clock is set. Clark committed to being the one that is the aggressor of this game, and he's been unable to get traction on the board.
I wonder if I wonder what the math was on the quarter sleeper there. Like if he ends up, he get another one right now.
Oh, the quarter sleepers would have killed him pretty quickly. That was,
yeah, I think
9 pressure a turn, right?
Was that, that might have just been the game. Yeah. Like because he can constantly top off the minions, he favorably trades every single time.
Right. And then can just heal. And there's, from what we see in No Hands in Hand, there's no way he could have dealt with the 3/6s.
And that was, yeah, and that was both Doomsayers right there.
Yeah, that was his whole plan was I play the double Doomsayers, they stick, and I win. And Clark happened to have double Nightshade Tea, the only answer in his entire deck for it.
He would have had Gravity Labs, so he could have, at some point he would have drawn
Gravity Labs could do it too.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. That is actually ginormous. Oh, no, there's no way though. There's no way, right?
He's just too deep.
I think yeah, he's too deep in it. Yeah.
But here's another minion for the sleeper, which is nice. So he could get some minion pressure, but the fatigue is approaching very, very quickly. He still has the board. He still has minions on the board. I'd say advantage is still probably Clark.
I am out of cards.
He could have healed. He could heal the Acolyte. He could heal it if he thinks about it.
Heal the Acolyte.
I would. Do you use your minions here? Oh, please heal it, Clark. Please heal it.
You use the 1/2, maybe.
I feel like you want to make him draw as much as possible there. You could have made him draw at least 2 more cards.
Yeah.
Okay. So at this point,
they're too much. So it's just 3/3s are just gonna kill him.
Yeah. Does No Hands have an answer to? Wait, this actually kind of turned on its head. Wait, what is going on here?
Having the ability to have 3/3s is crazy.
Wait, the 3/3s are actually insane.
Yeah. It turns out 10 mana 3/3 too strong for the format. 10 mana 3/3 is very good stats in this format.
It's crazy because if you think about it from No Hands perspective, if he didn't play the Acolyte, that meant I think Doomsayer was his most expensive card.
Right.
So he would have always responded. Yeah, it's wow, the Tungars are gonna win this. No, that's insane, man. No Hands, I wonder what No Hands is saying. Like that's actually so incredible.
I thought No Hands had the advantage, but
the Warrior, I still believe the Warrior hero power is great, but I mean, now that we see the full deck, like Clark actually has a lot of outs and maybe comes down to a lot of decisions too. Like people might think this is like not that skillful, but there's so many small interactions that could make the difference in this. I think Clark would have been really far ahead if he just killed the Doomsayers though, but obviously we're not going to see that.
Yeah.
And we're only taking 4 fatigue, so we're on a faster, I mean, No Hands on a faster clock than Clark is currently.
Yeah, No Hands dies next turn.
That's good. And he has Acupuncture to seal the deal. I can't believe this. Wow, I thought for sure the Warrior had this in the bag, but Clark taking the victory here. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, we might have a best of 5. I think the Acolyte of Pain might have been the most crucial thing there, but maybe it doesn't even matter because it's not like fatigue was relevant there. It's just
fatigue
the minions.
Was not relevant. It was just the 3/3 sticking.
Yeah.
He was having no answer to be able to kill them. He needed to somehow kill everything with Doomsayers because it's like the only removal in his deck, I guess.
Yeah.
It is tough. So that was a deck building W for Clark being able to build a worse deck than No Hands was able to build.
Clark's on the Warrior now, and look what we see immediately. The Dungar is still in the deck. No Resuscitate though for Warrior.
Okay, so he's not going to be able to bring back the Dungar, but he does have 10 mana 3/3, which is a powerful card to have access to.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that it's so fun.
It's just so fun. It's such a funny sentence to say.
Yeah, it's really fun.
3/3, having access to that kind of power is just crazy. Oh, Cliff Dive.
So Clark's going to keep the Holy Egg Bearer. I'm assuming that we are going to play it to try to draw the Doomsayer.
You gotta maximize hero powers. It's super critical.
Yeah, and we know that the Warrior hero power is arguably still the best one. We're gonna have to figure out what minions are available in No Hands deck, but we know that Clark basically built all these decks to fatigue your opponent. We've unleashed the Colossus coming down. I mean, maybe we can do enough 2 damage procs to get a 5-mana 8/8, but that is light years away at this point. Okay. So we saw this before with the Caretaker. The Caretaker actually makes all the damage redundant currently. What that does mean for Clark, though, is that he can maintain board and armor up every single turn.
No, he is deeper in fatigue. It is worth noting.
It is for now.
Claim the egg bearer.
But I think that damage is so irrelevant if we get to armor up every single turn, right? Like the 2 fatigue procs.
I don't think Clark is planning on fatigue. I think he saw the 10-mana 3/3 in his hand, and he's like, all right, I'm going to kill him with 3/3s again. But that might be more difficult to achieve, and fatigue might matter more because the Demon Hunter, unlike the Warrior, does technically have unlimited removal. It just needs to run his face into everything.
Yeah, that is actually absolutely fair. Also, there is a chance that he just pulls the Doomsayer out, right? And then his whole board's cleared, and then No Hands is just in a fine position. But No Hands at some point is going to have to put something on the board.
Well, he can wait until he draws his both Doomsayers and then play the Dungar, I guess. So that's maybe what he's thinking, is he's playing the Egg Bearer to get the Doomsayer guaranteed. So now he draws either a second Egg Bearer or a second Doomsayer, and then Dungar is home free.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so now we're going to start poking at the 1/2 there instead of going face every turn.
Saving the Tusk Piercer, notably.
But this is at the cost of not lowering the armor total from Clark, right? I wonder what Cliff Dive brings.
Return Posse, he can get more Tusk Piercers. He has synergy in his deck.
Okay, so Clark's gonna go for the Doomsayer to get that off the board.
Yeah, Clark agrees with you. He's like, I wish I never played this critter Caretaker.
Another Holy Egg Bearer. So it looks like No Hand's gonna drop the Acolyte right now to get it out of its hand.
Right.
Which is smart.
Doesn't have to worry about it getting resurrected like it did in the Priest matchup, so he sees it as a suitable time to make some space.
Yeah, I'm just to see what the rest of the cards are in this deck, but I'm just trying to think about how No Hands, even if there's nothing on board, like how does he win the game?
Well, currently, if there's nothing on board, he's winning in fatigue. 8 health is not gonna offset 2 fatigue ticks when they're going such high in like factorial fatigue stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, it's only 8 health now, right? We still got like 18 turns to go.
True, but he can keep up with the armor with, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8 Tusk Piercer procs. So he can.
Yeah, the other question is,
gain.
does he have a Death Rattle card in his deck? Like he might have Loot Hoarder, which could draw him another card, right? Do you think Clark plays the Dungar? There's no way, right? Like I think if you're Clark, you understand that the win condition here is actually going to be fatigue. And I think you're just hero power pass.
He may play it. He's too deeper in fatigue, but he's gonna pull Doomsayer, right?
Yeah, he's thinking about what he could possibly pull. We're gonna play slow motion to pass, okay? I think that's a good idea. You're probably playing Dungar when like there's nothing else in your deck at this point.
I have too many cards.
Okay.
It's interesting we're not seeing just Cliff Dive Pass come out. I wonder why that is.
Maybe, yeah, I'm trying to think of like what card could be in his deck that he's scared to get on the board. And we see a Wisp. 1 damage coming up.
1/1. Wisp is huge in this format. 0 mana 1/1 is some of the best value you can get. 1 pressure return is actually crazy.
As well.
But thanks to Demon Hunter, this is not nearly as devastating as a threat as it was to the Warrior Slayer.
Yeah. Here we go. Holy. Okay, so Clark has to make the decision. He is gonna. Okay, so that draws the Doomsayer.
Now he can open up the 10 mana 3/3. So he's not going for a fatigue game plan. He is trying to win with 3/3s, which may backfire on him because No Hands Gamer can kill 3/3s. He just has to take a boatload of damage to do it.
Yeah, well, also if he, okay, we have 1 more Doomsayer in the deck. Okay, he's gonna play it.
He's going for it. So that is his plan, to get the 3/3s out as soon as possible.
Okay.
Oh! That's a lot of pressure.
Wait, that might be, holy moly. And he burns a
The 2/2 is helping No Hands though. He could clear all the minions 1 by 1 and then recover health using the opponent's critter Caretaker.
Yeah, I mean, I think.
Oh my god.
I think Clark looked at that and was expecting at a second Doomsayer there. But
No, both Doomsayers have been played.
Oh, has he played the first one? Oh, I didn't.
He played the first one, he drew the second one. He's played both.
Okay, good call. So then he maybe thought the Cho was gonna come out. He hovered over the Wisp like he wasn't 100% sure. Are we gonna play a card here, No Hands? Let's see what we got. Again, we're not. We're just gonna say that the Caretaker saves me. So currently we're just -2 life every single turn. And I guess if you're No Hands, you're fine with that. You are currently 5 cards ahead in fatigue. But that armor total is going pretty crazy, right?
Yeah, but he's gonna have 30 health because he's gonna get healed back up by the critter character. Clark needs to kill his own critter.
Hey, you might have to just drop the Doomsayer.
He's gotta wait. He's
So-
got no way to do it
I'm just
while
thinking.
keeping his 3/3 alive.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think about what cards are currently in the deck for no hands. Like, so if he has Cliff Dive, it's like Acolyte of Pain and maybe a Loot Hoarder.
It's gotta be double Loot Hoarder, Acolyte of Pain, Thalnos, Pletosaur.
What's the point of playing the Doomsayer here?
Because your 3/1's gonna die anyway, and then you're gonna be stuck with a Pletosaur that's just infinitely healing him for the rest of the game. So,
I guess that makes sense.
but why is he attacking and breaking his weapon and drawing a Loot Hoarder?
Wait, he didn't have.
there's
I
no
guess the
Loot Hoarders
Platosaur
in
is the
the
last card. Yeah. Wait, is
no
there
Loot
ever a
Hoarders in
chance
the
he could
deck.
do 12 procs here? Because that could be so relevant. And Clark's just gonna wait. Hold on a second. Clark is actually. He's
What's right
such a
now, the
deep
card?
fatigue right now.
Yeah, I think Clark is losing in fatigue.
That damage is gonna. Yeah, it's gonna add up. Wait, this is. Wait, this is so close. What the hell?
Your opponent summons a minion from their deck. That'll help try and equalize the fatigue if you can get rid of these entrees, maybe. The
Well,
second
pull
Doomsayer one
from-
means the
okay,
Ember is just a 1/2 now.
It's just a one-
so
then
that's
what-
quite powerful.
Yeah, the 1/2. The 1/2 is actually extremely relevant here. We're gonna get another
It's gonna
food fight
start
down.
chipping away at the armor.
Yeah, now the armor is not relevant whatsoever. Like the armor is gonna go every time he hits the button. It's like he's getting no armor whatsoever. So like currently, it looks like No Hands is gonna win this game.
Yeah, I think so.
It just comes down to oh my god, we're gonna have a series.
I was gonna say it's the class that's deciding most of it, which is kind of crazy. Just having access to that hero power changes the dynamic of the game so much. When the cards are so bad, the focus becomes less on the cards and more on some of these other aspects of the game.
Okay,
Oh,
so
he can use this to kill Cho. That's what he's been saving it for.
does he care though?
I don't know, but he could do it.
I mean, so the good news about the Sigil Runner is like as long as it's not outcasted, he can just play another 1/1. At
Oh,
the
that's true as
moment,
well.
Clark just has no pressure whatsoever, and because he's burning a card, it doesn't matter what he top decks. So he's gonna play Cliff Dive to see if he gets anything from it.
And to make his opponent burn a card. So
And
they're
burn a
gonna
card
keep
is-
casting this cliff dive back and forth, and no one's gonna get any new cards.
Wait, maybe that benefits No Hands though, right?
That if he's calculated the fatigue, I haven't done the math, but I assume No Hands probably has. He's really good at math.
This is crazy. Wait, it's funny how we both think that Warrior's gonna win and somehow it loses. Like, this is, do you not attack Cho here just in case? I guess you just don't. You just don't care. You just never care. You just want it on board. And all you can eat comes out. Okay.
The fatigue is what? The fatigue is 5 ticks ahead. It's crazy. There's 5 ticks make up the health difference though, because it's 32 health difference, right? Something crazy.
Yeah, it is quite a bit. So that's. I could actually. I don't know. I'm too stupid to do the math on that one. Someone math it out.
It's just 5 + 4 + 3 + 2 + 1 kind of thing going on.
Yeah. But it doesn't. It kind of.
Until it keeps going until the other person gets to 17. So how many ticks does it take to get to 17? It takes a lot of ticks to get to 17.
2.
So that's going to be Clark is going to be not 5 ticks ahead, but he's going to be like going very deep into fatigue before the fatigue kills No Hands because he's got no way to damage him other than fatigue.
Yeah, I think. Okay, I'm gonna say something here. I think No Hands is making a small mistake here. I feel like you want to kill this Nomi because you want to be able to draw your Sigil Runner so you have 1 more point of damage every single turn. And by
Right.
not doing that, he is never gonna be able to draw a Sigil Runner if Clark just plays enough cards every single turn. But Clark doesn't.
Okay, he didn't get the Sigil Runner though.
He has another Holy Egg Bearer in his hand. Does he have another 0-cost card, or can we get that down?
Yeah, so it looks like he's gonna have like 66 damage of fatigue before he dies to his own fatigue. So Clark needs to be at 66 life or 67 life to win this game, and that's not including the extra damage that's gonna come back from return policying the weapon.
Yeah,
and the
it's
hero
true.
Power.
No,
There's no way Clark can win this. He is.
I think
he's
No Hands
doomed
got
to
this.
fatigue.
Yeah. Oh, I'm shocked. Wow, this is. Maybe Warrior
Hero
just
power.
sucks.
Any hero power that influences the board is so crazy in this format, as well as like the shaman class being able to get the 1/1 totem, stuff like that. The class selection really warps the format a lot and matters a huge amount.
Yeah, I wonder how many people actually thought about the classes picking the decks. You know what I mean? Like maybe they just saw the cards and went like, oh, these are the worst ones possible.
Yeah, they didn't think about like what the implications of the hero power, because this has been the Demon Hunter hero power show.
Okay, we're taking the first point of fatigue here. I don't know why No Hands is holding this other egg bear. Is there like another 0-cost card I'm just not aware of? Or 0-attack minion? You've seen both, right? It's this Acolyte and the Sigil Runner?
I think so, but I think he's guaranteed winning in the current position and doesn't feel the need to apply any more pressure just in case his opponent does some random BS in true Hearthstone fashion and clears his board.
He's gonna do it again. Now the question is, has Clark done the math? Or does he think he still has a chance?
I think Clark is doomed. I don't think he's got any chance. Like, we know all of his cards. We know the fatigue clock.
Yeah, he just has nothing.
We just slowly watch Clark die.
And that is gonna be it. Is conceding banned? No, he could have conceded. I think he was. I don't know if Clark was fully aware of the numbers of the how it's gonna end. All right, and No Hands with a win under his belt as well. We have a series. Okay, is this the deck with a 5-mana card? No, right? That's No Hands deck.
No, that's No Hands' deck, which is, I am super curious to see that deck.
Yeah, do you ever just coin the 2/3 here for Clark? Like, I think you just need that Murloc on play immediately, right? Yeah.
I mean, this minion's insane. This is a 2-mana 2/3. But
it's
as soon as you coin it, you're assuming the pressure roll, which I think you have to do. As the Warlock,
you have to
be
yeah.
the one aggressing, because you're losing in fatigue to the hero power automatically.
Okay, so we got to remember this. Let's start counting the damage. If he went coin Murloc, that's already 2 damage. I think this counter is going to be really relevant because you know what's in this warrior deck. You just played against it.
Right.
That's 4 damage.
Card. You know that they don't have the ability to kill a 2/3.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's why holding this every turn is actually so bad.
It might be good because it might allow him. Maybe he's got a way in his deck that he's thinking, all right, I need to play around Doomsayer. How do I play around Doomsayer? And he's saving the prize vendor for being able to come in after that.
Every turn you don't play it means the warrior gets +4 health in a sense. He's getting you're not doing the damage and they're getting the armor. So it's like, I feel like you want to play it as soon as possible because you need to make sure that armor doesn't go up as much as humanly possible.
Well, now he can play it in response to a weaker minion though. So that could be good. Now he can maybe get a wisp out of it for free, or he can also pass.
And he's
I'm not in his head yet. I don't know what his game plan is, but he definitely he's a smart player and he has a game plan with this. But there's a lot of reasons to play the 2/3, and there's a lot of reasons not to play the 2/3.
Yeah, maybe I'm just too tunneled on my own strategy, but he's passing again.
The more that he is passing,
the worse this is.
The worse it's getting. So he did, but this 2/3 is pivotal towards the game.
Yeah, I mean, he's missed infinite at this point. Like, it would have been so much damage. I mean, there's just no way we win the long game here, right? I feel like you have to make a move.
Maybe he's got a plan that wins the long game. I don't know it though. He's just milling card. I don't understand with the cards he currently has. I don't understand his plan for winning the long game. He does have Hearthstone, which is crazy in fatigue because you take fatigue tick on your own turn, so you can negate a fatigue tick. But this Wisp is murdering him, and now he's milling Doomsayer, which is a crazy card in the format.
Yeah, and what? I'm
confused.
We're gonna have to, I want to talk to him after this game. I want to hear this thought process because this Wisp is doing infinite. Look at the health total of Clark.
Yeah, he's gaining life. Like winning the fatigue, even with the Hearthstones removing a tick of fatigue, he does not keep up with the armor. So taking the passive role in this matchup seems insane to me.
And now we're playing it?
I don't understand. Well, it burns an extra card this way. On this instance, and maybe he just said that now I finally have to deal with this Wisp. It's time. But your opponent has a lot higher odds now of having Doomsayer to be able to respond to your 2/3. That could have, he didn't have Doomsayer guaranteed earlier. That guy could have got in there for like 8 damage.
And Clark's gonna get rid of this Caretaker right now as well because he knows he doesn't want to give the Warlock any health.
Yeah, it is unfortunately going to heal him 3 still, right?
Yeah, I will. But that is. I'm just looking at it. I'm just looking at No Hands' hand. Get the Acolyte out. That's smart.
Yeah.
So I guess for so No Hands actually has a really interesting strategy here. Hold on, I'm cooking now. Okay, hold on.
Okay.
We know the only removal that Clark has in this entire deck is Doomsayers. So
And they're both gone.
if they're both gone, that means that at the end of we draw every card in our deck, we can go Platasaur, Holy Egg Bear, and just play a bunch of dudes and just hope they win. But I mean, that's not winning the game, so I'm not cooking anything. We're gonna draw a card. There's no way. What is he? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know what he's doing.
He needs to be under 3.
I mean, this Wisp, he's got the Wisp back. It's doing infinite. We're gonna pass again.
He has Divergence in his deck. I guess he could make more 2/3s.
But he has to draw them, right? He didn't play a single card.
I don't know what his plan is. And he can't draw a different plan if he's not playing any card. And Clark is currently winning in fatigue. Clark is winning in life total, and Clark is maintaining a nice 1 minion board presence. He's getting through a little chip.
He's gonna have he has double his health, more than double his health.
Oh, and now No Hands is drawing.
And we drew a card. Oh no! I mean,
he thought it wasn't gonna draw anything because he has the double consume in hand, but he forgot about the second Nidus Worm. So now his hand is full. He's burning another card, and he drew a useless card. And he's losing by 2 in fatigue.
Oh, he had mass production. Wait a minute. Maybe that's.
Wait, does mass production win fatigue?
Wait,
it might.
Does it actually win the game?
I think that was his angle the whole time, is he was going for the mass
maybe
production.
maybe that's what it is. Because like, it does counter fatigue, right? You're shuffling 3, I believe. Or shuffle 2.
No, it only shuffles 2.
But 2's fine.
It does nothing because it draws 2.
You draw 2. Okay, it does nothing. It does nothing. Never mind. It does nothing.
Never mind. I don't know. He's able to get the 1/2 down. He's dead, man. I don't see it. I want to see it.
I want to see it too. I'm really trying to figure out what he can do. So he has the Doomsayer now in his hand. We're gonna take a nice, crazy value trade right there. Hold on. We're back.
Biggest value trade of the tournament.
And Clark knows he's just going face. He does not care, which I think is definitely the right play. I mean, we can go back to that Murloc, and I think that might be the difference. But even then, it's like, does the armor just win on its own? And now we're pushing the damage. We know that we can't draw a single other minion. Clark has nothing to do to answer the minions on board at this point. So Clark's just going to say, I'm going to go face. Play a second Holy Egg Bearer. Okay.
Max pressure.
Solarium is literally useless. Max pressure.
More trades coming down. He gets to hold on to the Doomsayer maybe, but he's still going to be left with a 1/1 that he has no answer for at the end.
It's cinema. A 10-minute 3-3.
Okay, that's what he's saving the Doomsayers to try and answer. He needs each Doomsayer to go off on each 10 minutes.
Does he draw any cards here? He does not. And that might be. We're gonna have to play the Doomsayer, but then again, it's like, where does No Hands gain any advantage?
It's only the Hearthstones plus mass production combo, right? It's where things can get kind of wacky, but I don't think it's enough.
I don't think it's enough either. We're gonna summon a 5/5. What? Oh, because of the Doomsayer. Yeah, the Doomsayer. Yeah. Okay. I mean, well played. It's absolutely. Does Divergence do anything? we get.
That's also another card that might be spicy, but I don't think it does anything in his current hand.
No, I don't think it does either. Wait, what do you get? He got 2 Thalamuses? I got a 0 mana 1. 0 attack, 1 health. But I mean, now it's out of the pool. Okay, we're gonna draw. Maybe No Hands is just gonna see what's in his deck. And we know that it's over.
He's out of this one.
We're just conceding the game.
Yeah.
And I mean, respectable for sure.
The only way to win was that 2/3 had to get in there for 30.
Yeah.
Like, it hit him like a good 10 to 15 times.
Hold on. Let me go ask No Hands real fast. I'm really curious. Yo, No Hands.
Yeah.
What was the strategy there? We were just curious because we thought for sure that you were gonna coin out the Murloc like on turn 1.
Oh, I don't know. I was more wanting to have that Murloc later so that I could use it with a heal turn.
Okay.
Eventually he's gonna this. But I think I just have a deck loss there. I don't think I can never beat the warrior hero power there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean I think his decks are just slightly better than mine. and are slightly worse or whatever. So it's gonna be tough to win or lose or whatever. So.
Okay, so hold on a second. We have Warrior versus Warlock. We just saw this. And the thing is that we know that Clark has the Whispering Stone in his deck, which is probably the X factor here. This is the X factor. And No Hands kind of has to respond to it, because if Clark gets any minion behind that 0-8 taunt, like, this is going to be a really rough time.
Right, just even a Wisp hiding behind it. But I guess he does need to still be able to beat the hero power. So he needs at least, you know, 3 damage hiding behind the stone.
Yeah, that is. Oh, the divergence right off the rip as well.
That's crazy.
This is gonna be. I mean, Clark might take it home here. We'll have to see. We know that Clark's entire strategy for the Warrior is just mill, but the hero power, obviously, like we've seen in the last couple of games, has been pretty good. And there's the 5-mana 2/2 as well, which could be relevant.
Oh yeah, this deck also has that minion. A 2/2 for 5 mana is crazy power stats for this format. So there was a rough inclusion. It's either pass or play Lord Walker Cho. It's just how worried are you of your hand getting filled with junk?
I feel like you don't play Cho here because he's tapping.
Whoa.
Okay, so he's expecting that the Whispering Stone is going to win the game. I was going to say, I feel like you don't play Cho because if any good fell spells are given to your opponent, like, you're at a huge disadvantage. Yeah, this is like your only way you're winning the game. So I like the play. Tapping's interesting. I'm guessing from Clark's perspective, he knows that fatigue's not winnable.
He has to be the aggressor. He has to be the aggressor, so he's not worried about fatigue. He's worried about trying to get more options to play. It's just like dealing 2 damage to yourself when you have like, it's not deal 2 damage, draw a card in this format. It's deal 2 damage to yourself and like maybe 10% to draw a playable card. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're not getting a full card draw. You're getting 10% of a card draw or something. But
wait, hold on. The Starship piece here
card could be valuable.
Wait a minute. The Starship piece here is incredible. And we're going to go for the divergence here, right? We have to. I think you play the 2/2 first. I like playing the 2/2 first and then diverging the next turn to get multiple stones.
He's going 1 stone. I kind of, yeah, I could see that. Because divergencing the animator, you get 1/1s, right?
Yeah, that doesn't do it. I mean, these taunts are, the Spine Crawl is actually kind of relevant against these Starship pieces. Yeah. I think the Starship pieces are really important here because, like, if he gets a lifesteal minion, this is so hard for Clark to win at that point. There's no removal.
And he's gonna eventually be able to launch this.
Divergence can hit Cho. Oh, it's not your highest cost. It's just a random. Okay, yeah, no, I see what you're saying. Yeah. I mean, Cho, and actually him drawing Cho might be like the worst. Oh, he drew a card. Quarter Sleeper is a beast. Wait, that's huge. Okay.
Fatigue is rallying up. Okay,
No Hands. I see your play. I see your line. I mean, if we're gonna give the advantage here so far in the early game, I don't know if we call this early game, but No Hands looking like he's in a very good spot.
Yeah, he's winning on board. He's winning in fatigue. Clark has to figure something out.
Clark
is supposed to be the aggressor, and currently No Hands has the board. And he's in supreme control with the Liberator and the Raven.
He just armor up. I don't think he has any taunt minions, so he's fine with playing the Quality Assurance. Get the extra life. Okay, so the question ends up being, as No Hands, do you kill it? You do not. So No Hands, depending on what cards are in his deck, he could try to go for some kind of mill package here, and we're gonna play the Cho. I talked about earlier how I think this is a bad idea because of the fact that the random fell spells you can give your opponents. But I guess if you fill their hand with Cursed Catacombs, you don't care. But then you're playing their Cursed Catacombs, and that's drawing you a card. No Hands can actually fully, I was gonna say for No Hands, if you fill his hand, he's not drawing any spells off the
thing, and
then the stone, and that's the X factor here for you. And we're gonna Mortal Coil. Okay, we're gonna do that. Hit the 0/2, I think is what he pointed that out. Okay.
I wouldn't feel too bad about Mortal Coiling the 2/1s because you are trying to pressure win.
And so we're gonna film the hand up here.
Okay.
And that ended up drawing 2 cards for him because he had 2 taunt minions in the deck. Yeah,
I mean, he is getting cooked on fatigue, and he has to think about only pressuring now.
Yeah, because No Hands could just go Quality Assurance, Mortal Coil, a minion that doesn't die, and then he can kill the stone, and then Clark gets no spells from this.
Right.
I don't know if I were playing.
He doesn't want to give him the Mortal Coil, though, because the Mortal Coil could actually kill his pressure.
That's true. Good point.
I guess his pressure doesn't really matter because it's not connecting to these 1/6s ever, but...
Yeah, I think... Now, Clark is just...
Oh, God. Clark is in a terrible spot.
And he's going to draw here as well at the Cursed Catacombs.
He has to. He's got to find some way to break this gridlock.
And then we're gonna play what, the Spirit Bomb, the Cho? Yeah. So now Clark I think realized yeah, exactly. He realized it was a mistake. And we're gonna go Divergence. He does get the Divergence on the stone, so we're kind of back.
Okay.
I don't know if did No Hands put Doomsayers in this Warlock deck? Because at this point it's like, as the warrior, you don't have to do anything. You just have to armor up every single turn and just pass.
I saw the 10-mana 3/3, so it's probably got Doomsayers in there too, right?
He also has ETM. He has 2 ETMs now. So hold on a second. We could see the multiple spell stones here, or what are they called again? The Whispering Stones. Actually be impactful, but you're gonna draw cards for this. So here we go. Clark is gonna take a risk here. Now the problem is, does he draw first or does he generate the spells? He has to do this in the correct order. Okay, he will do it in the correct order. He's gonna mill that 1 card.
Just wait till next turn to unlock the stones.
I
feel
mean,
like every turn he's waiting is a little bit.
And No Hands just chills. I mean, there's nothing to do, right? You just hang out. I mean, maybe you throw down that Mortal Coil just to draw another card, but Clark's gonna have to. You're gonna end game to get all the cards possible from the stone here. We'll have the perfect amount. He's looking at his quest, wondering if he can ever actually complete it, because if he does, it's actually massive. And here we go. What do we get? Give a minion +3/+3.
It's insane.
All of a sudden,
he's got 2 of them.
Oh my God! Wait a minute. This is bad. Wait a minute.
Bad.
This is really bad. No Hands. Okay. Oh my God. Wait, this is so bad. So okay, now here's the thing. If No Hands can answer this, we're basically back to like where we were before.
More spells to try and do something.
Yeah, that's the thing, right?
You're waking up the sleeper.
Okay, so he will kill because it does 2 damage to everything, and he ends up getting poisonous. Oh my God, that ordering could have mattered because he could have got the quarter sleeper there. That ordering was actually relevant. The elusive is not great. You wanted lifesteal there for sure. All right, we're gonna Spirit Bomb him. Let's see what Clark ends up getting here. Clark's gonna have maximum mana here, so whatever. I mean, they cost. Oh, see, that's not what you want to see. And the mishap. Okay, the mishap does not hit No Hands minions, but he can kill this to get a quarter sleeper. The problem is with poisonous, it does not matter. So yeah, Clark's gonna do the mishap or the Spirit Bomb into the 2/2 here. All right, so this is Clark's like last big hurrah here. Oh, it has lifesteal. Wait, where did it get life? Oh, it's because it was summoned off the Animancer. Wait a minute, that's kind of a big deal.
That's huge. This is double the effective power of that minion, kind of.
Okay, so Clark has a 6 health swing here, theoretically. And we have Dungar, hold on.
Wait, Dungar pulls a Doomsayer, maybe.
Oh, am I, you're right. I don't know if there is a...
I don't know if it does or not.
And we're let's see what we got. And nothing. Okay, we have 6 damage on the board. Is No Hands screwed here? Wait a minute. And if he plays a Doomsayer, it dies. No Hands does not know this, but he kind of needs...
Wait, the Doomsayer... Oh, the workshop.
The mishap will save it. Yeah, the mishap will save it. Now the question is, does he want to play it? He does not. Now No Hands is looking for the second Doomsayer because he knows he needs to actually do something here. The minion on board is extremely relevant for No Hands as well, and No Hands is aware that he has one other fell spell, and that is the only card that is relevant in Clark's entire hand here now.
Wait, No Hands is also, if the loot order dies, he's milling a card. If that mills Doomsayer, Clark wins the game.
That actually might be the case.
He should know that No Hands' only way to win the game is the double Doomsayer, and No Hands' sudden dramatic shift into drawing for the Doomsayer.
Oh, okay, we're still in it. Yeah, we have to play. We're gonna have to. Do we play it here? So he knows he still has a fell spell that he's holding.
Yeah, he has to assume that that's removal or draw.
And you don't want to play the Acolyte, because if you play the Acolyte, you're going to put yourself in a weird spot. So No Hands has to... Okay, he is going to play the Acolyte.
It is stats, so your opponent has to trade into it or something. So the stats are quite valuable.
Yeah, I guess in this case, fatigue is irrelevant, right? You're still far ahead in draw.
Could Mortal Coil the 3/3 or the 3/2?
Yeah. Oh, I love this line. I love it.
Yeah.
That's a great line.
The Acolyte for its body.
Yeah, the body, and he will draw a card, and he's gonna get extra space. He has 3 extra. Okay, we're gonna play the mishap here to draw. The coil!
Instant punish.
The slam is actually massive here. Hold on. The slam's huge.
Yes, slam is premium removal.
Okay, so we go slam into Doomsayer, and I think that means No Hands wins this one.
Doomsayer still dies to the workshop mishap.
Yeah, the mishap. Okay, you're right. So he's gonna wait for his last.
Well, I think he thinks it's good enough now because the Mortal Coils are gone, and that's what he was playing around. He wasn't playing around the random card. He was just playing around the Mortal Coil.
Yeah, I mean, the good news is that it's like in essence like +3 health or +3 armor, right? So this is all Clark has. So we know that this is the last mishap. We know that there is one more Doomsayer in the deck for No Hands. I think No Hands still has this in the bag, just because of the
He's not going to keep up enough.
The armor. Okay, we can't. That doesn't matter because we know there's no dragon in the deck, and there's the second Doomsayer off the top, and No Hands absolutely is thinking about what he has not played.
I guess you tap your location,
and that should just be GG, right?
From what I'm seeing here, that is GG.
Oh my! And Clark, like, what the fuck? This is crazy, dude. Holy! I never thought like this would be so intense. Okay, getting the quarter sleeper off the top is fine. I didn't realize how good the Animancer play with it. Okay, we talked to No Hands about this. The Murloc. We know it's here. Are we gonna see it played on turn 2? Now he's thinking. We do know that he knows what's in Clark's deck, so he can think about it from every card angle. We're gonna drop the 2/3, which I think is absolutely correct here. All right, we do have the Spirit Bomb if Clark wants to use it.
2/3 came out right away.
Yeah.
No Hands.
Clark has the option of Spirit Bomb in next turn.
He doesn't even have to deal with it. It trades evenly with the 1/6, right?
That is true. Yeah, it doesn't no damage.
Gridlocked, so he can save his removal for other minions maybe. But that might be one of the most premium minions to remove, unless you get in a situation where you need to clear a Doomsayer to maintain your board pressure, which has been happening a lot.
Doomsayer might be the best card of this format.
It's huge.
It's actually crazy. I don't know. I think you might hold that Spellstone for Divergent. I think you want as many as you can.
It's got to be the best Divergent hit, but he just wants it sooner rather than later, I guess. But what's to actually activate it?
Yeah, which is a staring contest at this point.
ETM. You don't want to use your premium removal on it because you may need to use removal on your opponent's minions at some point.
Okay, so he's just gonna coil to what? Get a card out of his hand? So No Hands probably feels like his deck is situated for late game at this point. But maybe he just doesn't have a better option. I have actually no idea who wins the late game if we're not counting the stone. And he is just gonna play it. So
he's gonna play it? Oh, he's thinking about it. He needs to wait for that other quarter creeper because being behind 2 ticks in fatigue could be really real. He's gonna commit to being the aggressor, it looks like.
And there's the second Doomsayer. I mean, if we look at No Hands, and like he doesn't have a way to answer necessarily. And we're gonna go for Divergence into. We get the Platasaur. You hate to see it. That is awful.
Yeah.
Now it's even worse because you don't want to play the second Divergence here. Now the question is Clark going to trade into the 2/2 here or the 2/1 here? And I think if you're Clark, I think you're shipping this 2 damage face.
So No Hands was trying to Divergence one of his Doomsayers, I imagine.
I think that's what he was going for. Yeah. Just to have an extra removal, right? That's a good burn if you're No Hands. You're happy with that one. I guess you just you rip the Doomsayer and hope. You're just gonna pass again. I mean. See, this is the thing where it's like you don't win this game if you don't do anything. Like Clark is actually in the commanding position now.
You're in a reactionary position, but also if you Doomsayer, it's also not super great because you're progressing the corridor creeper. You're giving the Whispering Stone value.
Yeah, it's
a tough spot.
I mean, Clark is just gonna do infinite with this.
Yeah, it's 2/2 just.
You got to respond. You have to respond.
Okay, he's gonna fill up Clark's hand and now go for it. He's just waiting. He was just waiting patiently until Clark had so many cards in hand that the fell spells maybe wouldn't matter. Oh! Build. Wait, that's massive.
That actually is huge, but I think Clark is still ahead in this one.
God. The timing.
Oh my God.
Lai could wait for that moment so that he could get a mill, so that he could maybe mill some of these fell spells from the Whispering Stone. The Doomsayer is too powerful for Clark. He's going to take it down. He's protecting his winning board state. And making sure that he can get his fell spells later. Yeah, but the problem is now is that there's another one.
There's another one. And No Hands knows that he just used both Spirit Bombs in the deck. So the question ends up being, how would he clear it, right? And I don't think you can.
But now he has to wait till Clark's hand gets full again. Otherwise, Clark's going to get the fell spells. So he needs to get Clark's hand to be all unplayable garbage before he can do Doomsayer.
Why are we just passing?
He's waiting. He doesn't want to get the fell spells.
No, but the thing is like no matter how you look at it, like if you pass it to No Hands, like he has. I guess like all the cards are just drawing cards. So
All
Clark,
cards will be draw. So
yeah, I guess that's fair. Yeah.
Hand.
Okay, we're gonna play it.
He's playing it now. Yeah, hoping
And-
that Clark's hand is all cards that draw cards. Is
That
it a
card's-
quest or something?
That is quest. The quest is useless here, and we're gonna play a Cho. Maybe we're just removing cards out of our hand now.
Yeah,
And this
yeah,
is
now
for the
he's
quarter
opening
sleeper.
hand
This is for the quarter
himself.
sleeper. So that means that the quarter sleeper will be active right now.
Oh wow. So he's gonna have another winning board state after this too.
And we're gonna burn the Divergent here, and we're gonna have a 3/5 on board for Clark, and he's gonna get the fell spells here.
Yeah, this is so winning for
And
Clark.
oh my god, the demonic deal is massive here as well.
Oh, random demon that costs 5 or more.
Yeah, it might be over.
And No Hands has no removal left to kill these things. The 3/5 is unstoppable.
5 is unstoppable. It's gonna do. It might just solo the game here, but Clark also has a lot of damage to get through. So No Hands is just basically saying like I gotta play anything to get on board. I mean Clark just has 2 easy options here. The lifesteal on the I think you're supposed to use the demonic deal there to get the demon in your deck.
Wait, he's worried that he gets overdrawn somehow? I'm not sure, but yeah.
Hey, I mean, I think at this point he knows that the game's probably over, right? So maybe you just don't take the risk.
He's thinking about playing it.
He's
Maybe could it go face?
No, it has to hit a minion. We're gonna
Okay,
play the
well.
prize vendor here. It's something. There's another possessed animator.
Oh, I think
Or animator.
my bug, my spectator.
Yeah,
mode.
the rewind sometimes does bugs for you. No Hands played the prize vendor for the 2-mana 2/3 and he drew a Platisword, so it's not like anything special is gonna happen here. We're just pushing the 3. We're gonna play the 2/2. We're gonna kill the Murloc. Great thing about this Murloc too is it immediately draws the demon for you. And he gets Archimon, which does, I don't think anything, but is a 6/6. I think that's all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna play our mass productions into GG. Congratulations to Clark for winning the 3-2.
Nice. Yeah, Clark was able to build the worst decks.
Clark was able to build the worst decks. Yeah. All right, let's get him in here.
GG's, let's go.
Went to the full 5.
They go to the
Yeah,
full
dude.
5. Now that's
The worst warlock took the crown.
the worst one. All right, let me give Clark his 20 gifters. Give me a second. I mean, guys, overall, like, I think that the best of 5 series was super entertaining. Like, it's interesting to see how you guys adapted from each game. And like, honestly, from our perspectives, I thought it was going to be just fatigue matchups, but it felt like a lot of these small decisions mattered so much. Yeah, I think I'll never do this tournament format ever again, but I think this was a really good learning experience. I think it was really fun.
If I hadn't said the minion thing, this would have been a disaster.
I said right at the start, shout out to No Hands for saying that, because you're 100% right. There was a chance that everybody just passes. So
Yeah.
I think that was a good call.
Wait, did you say the 10 minion limit?
I sent him a screenshot of a warlock deck, and I'm like, literally none of these cards will be playable, and there's 0 chance this deck wins the game, no matter what. And so
Yeah, it was a good call. I think the 10 minions was definitely very, very notable, and it made for a lot better of an experience. This Thursday, Slay the Spire. So I don't know what I'm going to do my next one, but we'll do another one during this month, probably after the expansion comes out. I'll figure out something.